Good evening. The time is 6:30. It is Tuesday, June 14th. I'd like to call this regularly scheduled Planning and Zoning Commission meeting to order. Can we have a roll call, please?
Timmons.
Present.
Mata.
Present.
Snydown. McCall.
Here.
Guerra.
Here.
James.
Present.
Chase.
Thank you. 5 members present. We have a quorum. Next, citizen comments. At this time, if there's any citizens who would like to speak, we ask that you come up to the mic now. You can have up to 3 minutes. Please also fill out a citizen comments form when you are able. If there's anyone who would like to speak, you may come up now. Okay, seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and close citizen comments. Citizen comments is now closed. Item number 4, consent agenda. We have consent A through H.
With a motion,
Yes, sir.
I move that we approve the consent item agenda, item 4.
Second.
Okay, thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner James, seconded by Commissioner Timmons. Is there any discussion on that motion? All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Consent agenda passes. Next, item 5, consider impossible action, 5A. Consider request to construct an approximately 1,791 square foot freestanding Waffle House building and site plan for property located at 5767 Kyle Parkway within the I-35 zoning overlay district. Waffle House-CUP-22-0055. Ms. Sharp.
Kayla Sharp, City Planner for the record. The applicant seeks to build a freestanding Waffle House at, sorry, share my screen real quick. Maybe. Let's see, at 5767 Kyle Parkway. It's right behind the Walgreens on Kyle Parkway at the intersection of Kyle Parkway and the Lowe's Access Road. It is within the I-35 overlay district, and staff has reviewed the elevations to ensure compliance with that. It's zoned retail services, so there's no issue with zoning there. That supports the indoor dining service. The proposed building meets the intent of retail services and the I-35 overlay. We have reviewed it for materials, colors, all of that stuff. And it is code compliant and exceeds the requirement for a minimum of 90% masonry. So staff has reviewed the elevations and recommends approval of the conditional use permit. And we can share the elevations really quick. So they have the masonry on all 4 sides, removed the traditional, I think it's red banding around the side and just kept with the red awning. So there's that. And then site plan. It's been reviewed for all of the site plan requirements, parking, everything like that. So, are there any questions about that?
Thank you. Are there any questions for staff?
No.
I have a question about that, just that area in general. With it's very car traffic heavy. Is there any consideration to add stop signs or any way to slow down cars? You know, where that Walgreens and the Lowe's and the parking lots all kind of intersect and come out?
There is already a stoplight at the
main
intersection.
But where the new Waffle House will be, like, coming onto that
Is that a public road or is that
It's the one that's
part of the parking
perpendicular
lot?
to the,
It's
to the
the
main.
Lowe's access road at the moment.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, so that road.
Not that I'm aware of. Amber, do you know if there is?
There's a stop.
If it's a private road, then I don't know if we can, we could talk to them. Let me investigate that and get back to you
Yeah, that's
about,
just more of a general question, not
about
so
safety
specific.
over there. Yeah, I can talk to our engineering department, and then also I can see if we can talk to Lowe's or whatever.
It is a good question, because also that stoplight there, I mean, you can have a line of cars, and about two can get through in one green light, and then this is going to add to traffic in that general vicinity. But that can be addressed as needed.
Yeah, we can look at that.
Okay, good. Thank you. Any other questions for staff? Okay, would anyone like to make a motion for item 5A? I'll go ahead and make I'm sorry, please, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve item 5A as written.
Okay, I'll second.
Thank you. It has been motioned by myself, seconded by Vice Chair McCall. Is there any discussion on that motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed. Motion passes. Item number 6, zoning. 6A. Consider impossible action on a recommendation to the City Council regarding a request by Rey Cedillos to rezone approximately 5.4 acres of land from A to R1T Residential Townhouse 1 and approximately 4.6 acres RS Retail Services for property located at 951 Windy Hill Road in Hays County, Texas. Everardo Rosales Z-22-0098. There is a public hearing for this item. If there's any members of the public who would like to speak on this item, you may come up now. Please keep your time to 3 minutes, and please fill out a citizen comments form.
Meadows of Kyle neighborhood, 170 Chickadee Cove. I assume I need to fill out one of those forms and give you all that information. And also, please excuse me, I'm new to this. It's just, of course, when something happens around your neighborhood, you kind of want to get a little bit more information. And I understand they want to build townhomes and retail. So I'm here to mainly ask questions, as in, do you guys look at the potential property value effect of neighboring neighborhoods along with the potential additional revenue from the townhomes that will produce property or increase property values? So I had more people going to show up, but they didn't. So that's my main question is, do you guys take into account of the effects of property values surrounding the proposed townhome and retail center? And that's all I got.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak for the public hearing? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close the public hearing. The public hearing is now closed. Ms. Sharp.
Kayla Sharp, city planner for the record. Let me share this really quick. So the property in question is located at 951 Windy Hill Road. It is in our city limits, and it's currently zoned agriculture, and it was given that zoning designation upon annexation into the city. And they are requesting to rezone approximately 10 acres, about half of which will be retail services, right along Windy Hill Road, and the back portion will be R1T, which is townhome residential. And so the residential townhome zoning allows for 10 units per acre. So still fairly low to medium density residential. And then the retail services will permit things like, restaurants, retail stores, things like that. And it is compliant with our current comprehensive plan. The retail services and R1T are both recommended in this area. And it is, it's a natural increase in density to the surrounding area with the single family behind it and the surrounding zoning districts having a more diverse zoning is beneficial in this area, and the retail services that would be provided will help to kind of increase traffic and, well, maybe not help increase traffic, but there will be more variety within the area. So, and yeah. There's also talk about possibly extending the Vibe Trail into going along the front of the property. And yeah, as the comprehensive plan supports this rezoning, staff asks that the Planning and Zoning Commission support the zoning request as presented.
Thank you. Are there any questions for staff? Okay. Would anyone like to make a motion?
With a motion,
Yes, sir.
I move that we approve item 6A.
Thank you. I will second it. It's been motioned by Commissioner James, seconded by myself. Is there any discussion on that motion? Okay. So I do like the fact that it is close to at least the current planned Vibe Trail. And if that's even extended even closer, that'd be great for both this property and for, is it Meadows, the property right next to it. I think that would be a mutual beneficial situation for both of them. I also think that, the retail services, I in a situation like this, the question I believe council may have is about traffic and the roads and putting this on there. I think a small retail service section like this probably won't necessarily increase the traffic. It'll hopefully, whatever's put there will be things that those people already on that road would already be using. And then the townhomes will give our town more of a diverse housing options with not adding too many units to that one specific location to add too many more cars on that road. And so I think I am in support of the use of this for that property. Anyone else have any comments? All right. All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed. Motion passes. Item number 6B. Consider and possible action on a recommendation to the City Council regarding a request by Stephen R. Jamison, P.E., to rezone approximately 32.34 acres of land from A Agriculture to RS Retail Services for property located at the north corner of ERR 150 and SH 21 in Hayes County, Texas. FMRD 812 LLC-Z-22-0100. There is a public hearing for this item. Does anyone who'd like to speak on this item, you may come up now. Please, again, limit your time to 3 minutes and fill out a citizen comments form. Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close the public hearing. Public hearing is now closed. Next, Ms. Sharp.
Kayla Sharp, City Planner for the record. I will share this. So this property is part of an approximately 102 acre property, and the request is to rezone about 32.34 acres of this property from agriculture to retail services. So it could be, you know, restaurants, retail stores, things like that. There's not a whole lot in this area at the moment, and the location provides the opportunity to spark retail development that's currently lacking in this portion of the city. It is also recommended for retail services in our current comprehensive plan, so there's no issues with that. And yeah, staff has reviewed the request and requests that the Planning and Zoning Commission recommend it for the rezoning.
Thank you. Any questions? Yes, sir.
I noticed that the regional node is only in half of the parcel. When we are looking at things coming to us regarding how we use regional nodes, how will that affect how we receive those kind of requests? Because if part of that building is inside the regional node and part of that building is outside of it, does that limit us in any sort of way?
I believe the answer is no, but please.
Got it. Sorry. Agreed. It shouldn't limit you. No, it's kind of a bubble, so you get as close as you can.
Absolutely. And it will be, yeah, if this does pass, it would be retail services, and then as long as it fits within the retail services, then it should be allowable or not, whether the portion is in the regional node or right outside of it, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Any other questions for staff? I'm sorry, what else was it besides regional node? It was the new settlement?
I believe so. Yes, the new settlement community and the regional node.
And that's also recommended for RS?
Yes, so it's recommended conditionally in the new settlement, and it is recommended in the regional node.
Okay. Any other questions for staff? All right, would anyone like to make a motion? I'm going to, go ahead.
With the motion,
Yes, sir.
I move that we approve item 6B.
Thank you.
Second that.
Okay, it has been moved by Commissioner Chase, seconded by Commissioner Mata. Is there any discussion on the motion? So I am strongly in favor of this. I personally believe that all of the city that's right on 21 should be regional node. The city does not have much of it that's inside the city limits, and what it is, I would hate to see that become a subdivision or things of that nature. I think this is the correct fit for that location. Is there any other discussion on the motion? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Next, item 7A, general discussion. Discussion only regarding Planning and Zoning Commission request for future agenda items. This is your time, commissioners. Does anyone have an item they would like to see on a future agenda? Okay, we will move on. Item number 8, staff report. 8A, staff report by Kayla Sharp, city planner.
So we don't have too much. Just a reminder that we will not have a workshop this month, but we will have one in July. And then we are working on the contract with Verdunity for the comprehensive plan, gathering some final information to send their way. So yeah. And then the requested amendments for manufactured homes and manufactured home parks, or subdivisions and manufactured home parks, will be on the July agenda. And then a consideration for a code rewrite for food trucks and accessory dwelling units is coming up. And then just a reminder that the city is taking applications for the Planning and Zoning Commission. And another reminder from that is even number seats are up for reappointment. So that's it.
Thank you. Do we plan to hear about the downtown plan soon?
Yes, I was just, they just wrapped up their community engagement, public input piece of the plan. And last I knew, everybody was responding. I think we had over 1,000 responses, which was pretty significant. So we're excited. So they should be compiling all of that right now. And then it would be nice for them to come to P&Z and give y'all a report of what they found and then hear input from y'all as well.
Okay, thank you. All right, item number 9, adjournment. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed. Motion passes. We are adjourned.